This is Weinkrantz, and this is Shaine, and I'm actually here in McAllen, Texas, which is known as being in the Rio Grande Valley. And Shaine, tell me a little bit about yourself and some of the things you're up to in social media, and the idea, the notion of starting a social media club, and your vision for the Rio Grande Valley for social media.
Okay, well, I currently work at South Texas Communications. I'm a account executive, which means I work in sales. We do a lot of two-way communications. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm starting up a social media club in the Rio Grande Valley, and typically when social media club starts up in an area, it's going to be for the city. So you have social media club Austin or San Antonio. We have about 3 or 4 large cities in the area, and a lot of small towns in between. So I'm going to take a regional approach. We figure that there's about 1 million people, population in this area, and about 2 million on the other side of the border.
The other side of the border being how far away?
From here, actually, it's about 5 miles away.
So on 5 miles away, you have the border towns of Mexico, right. Progreso, Reynosa, Matamoros,
and a whole bunch of other small towns. Every town on this side almost has a sister town on the other side.
Right. So what you could maybe longer term have is the equivalent of a borderless Twitterland.
Right, right.
And so with a population of, 3 million people, all within this one region, probably the size no greater than Metro San Antonio, I would guess.
Right.
That's pretty interesting. Yeah.
And there is some cross-border Twittering, but I think language is one of the major barriers.
Yeah.
Well, actually, there's the Spanglish, so some people do speak that, but it's typically one or the other.
Yeah, but a lot of people here speak both English and Spanish fluently.
Exactly.
So you and I could converse in Spanish, in English, back and forth.
Right.
If we were both, we're both fluent, and it really wouldn't be an issue. But I think what's so compelling is longer term, sort of the idea that you've got basically 5 miles away a whole other country.
Right.
And people, you see, plates from Mexico back and forth. People, I know I go there to buy my medicine when I'm here in town.
Right.
And you can buy liquor duty free and go over the other side, cross over, have a nice evening, and come right back. And a lot of people come here shopping and buying things here in the U.S.
Yeah. So as far as social media, this is a perfect experiment in trying to bring people together using the tools that everybody else is using.
Okay. So how do people find you on the internet?
The easiest way is you can type Shaine, S-H-A-I-N-E, on Google, and I'm the first one.
You're Shaine. Erica O'Grady, she says that she's more popular than Erica from All My Children.
Really?
Yeah. So you're the most popular, Shaine. And also, you told me an interesting story that you created a blog about the Rio Grande Valley that wound up being a job for a while for you.
Right. I started off blogging about the Rio Grande Valley because of our unique challenges with the drug trade and all these other problems that we have here.
Right.
And what wound up happening is I got I run out of work for a while, so I went up north to work as a migrant. I blogged about it on that RGV Life website. And when I came back, I got a job with State Representative Aaron Peña, and he took notice because he also is a blogger, and so we had something in common. And went to work with him in Austin, and so that's how the RGB Life led to getting a job. And so I've always, after that, I kind of became conscious that maybe I am making a difference in people's lives. They're reading what I'm writing, so I actually became more responsible with what I was
great. Okay, well, thanks for your time today. And so it's and your blog right now, what's the URL for that?
ShaineMata.net. Last name is M-A-T-A.
Okay, super. Thanks for your time today.
Thanks.